What have I been up to? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to Sody Pop. This is Matt, of course, and I have been kind of obsessed with this app called VEVE. If you look in the background, you'll see, of course, my Potter pals, and you'll see that little bird there that has a little symbol that stands for Bitcoin. So obviously this channel has been much more about gaming and will continue to be about gaming for the rest of this, but I've always been interested in crypto since probably end of 2016, 2017, and I just think it's a super interesting world. I think it'll change a whole bunch of stuff. But one interesting area that has to deal with this channel is the mixture of collectibles and gaming and NFTs and all these new things. And I'm sure you've been hearing about these because they're going wild. But I think this is one of the most interesting areas is the VEVE app, which Andre Geek, another very, very popular YouTuber, has just started talking about. I've been in the VEVE app, I think since March, maybe February, just kind of checking things out. So pretty close to when it launched in beta. And what the app does is collectible. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it is. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to Dcon tomorrow, which is a collectible convention, and VEVE will be the first ever NFT sponsor of this convention. So big sponsor, they have big partnerships, and this is actually the largest designer convention, I believe, in the world, or at least in the United States. And I've been to this convention center a ton of times, but as when I was looking at becoming a dentist. So I've actually been here a lot, but not for this convention. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the app really quickly, just to see what I'm talking about, because I think it's super cool. The partnerships, they've officially partnered with Disney. As you can see, Star Wars is on here. They have these golden moments. I have Elsa from Frozen, they have Wall-E, and then they had The Simpsons and Iron Man there. I was able to get a few of them. Fortunately, there's about 100,000 people in the app trying to buy them on the day they're released, and they literally sell it the second they're released. You might get lucky and find them. So NFTs, the easiest way to explain them is just a way to own something digitally. And I think for video games, it is just such a cool idea because we're having this huge problem with digital conservatorship. Who really owns the games? Well, you don't own the game if you own it digitally. They can remove it from the store. We've seen that with PT on the PlayStation, where the games or the PS4s that actually have PT installed in them are going for insane amounts of money because it's rare. And if games were able to give you an NFT that says you own this, or maybe the NFT is attached to the game file and maybe it updates over time, of course, but that just proves that you own it and that you can send it to anyone. So if I want to sell my NFT copy of BioShock or something to my friend, I can do that. I no longer have access to it, but now they have it in their wallet. They can send it back just as you would with a physical product. I think that's going to be probably a little bit before the game industry really clamps onto it. I think smaller developers will go first and very quickly into that, and then bigger developers will eventually come on. So I was able to get this Elsa, which is a common. It's just amazing the detail that they have. If you've looked at other NFTs, they're just very, nice paintings and stuff. It's art. I don't understand all of them. There's a lot of them, and I think a lot of them will go to zero value. These are the very first ever Disney ones, officially from Disney. As I zoom in, you can see, it's a little bit hard to see because my iPad goes really smoothly, but this app that I'm using for it isn't super smooth. But you can see the detail in her dress and everything. It's actually really, really nice. I can put this in AR. I tried to do that before as a test with the app that I'm using, and if you think it runs slow now, again, super smooth on my iPad, doesn't show it on here. So they have, I can spin all around, and cool. I have this edition number of it. It's a common, which doesn't really mean anything other than with each drop they have ones that are rares, ones that are commons. So pretty interesting. I was able to get a few of these Disney ones and then a few of others, and then they have full-on comics in here that are fully readable. You can actually put them in AR and read them next to the real comic. If you have a mint condition comic that you're never going to open, well, this is your mint condition of the Fantastic Four #1 or the Immortal Hulk or Marvels that you can read and put back, and it's still in mint condition because yes, it is an NFT. So I just think this is amazing stuff. I think it's going to change the world of gaming. Along with that, there's so much as far as gaming that I want to speak about that just came out. I mean, Elden Ring looked fantastic. There's a bunch of gameplay that came out. But I'm going to talk about DesignerCon just really quickly because I'm going to be going this tomorrow. So it's 3 days. I got the VIP ticket. It wasn't that expensive, like 80 bucks. So as opposed to a VIP ticket for a concert or something, really not that bad. VEVE usually has a drop maybe Tuesday and Thursday. Sometimes they'll have it 2 times on Saturday, so a couple times a week. This weekend, they are doing 14 drops. So you can see here on 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and 4 p.m., they are doing 3 drops tomorrow. You can do this from the comfort of your own home. These are DesignerCon exclusives. These are all Scott Tollenson, Sket One, and Cozy Dan. They're all a little bit lower in general of mints, and the pricing I've seen from $15 to $25. I didn't see the pricing on all of them, but they do go into, you know, the rarities. This is actually the design, is the one I want, the DesignerCon actual logo. The one in the top left, of course, that's aping Mickey. On the top right, that's actually Jack Black that is modeled after. So really, really cool. I definitely want one of those. This one's for $25, and there's going to be varying numbers of editions. The Heroes Edition only has 666, which is really low for this, and you can resell it for a decent amount. I'm collecting most of them. Sket One, he has for $77, so some are a little bit more expensive. Cozy Dan, these are like really, really beautiful artworks. I believe this is a husband and wife team, so I'm probably saying that wrong. I think Kazi and Dan is how you say it, and that's $45, or 45 gems is the currency in the VEVE app currently. So be aware of that, is you can't technically cash out yet. I think and this is all like very early on stuff, so keep that in mind. Definitely not financial advice or any sort of advice. It's just, I think, a cool collecting tool. If you're doing it to make money, that's a whole different thing. You definitely can, but that is not what I'm speaking about right now. And then the next day, they have one at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. And the ironic thing about this is that if I'm actually attending it, I'm probably gonna have a harder time getting these because I've been to that center. Inside the convention center, you do not have cell phone access. So it will be interesting to see if I get anything. It'd be cool if they had something in person. They said they are not, but at least I get to meet some of the team. I'll get to meet hopefully some other YouTubers, as I'm pretty small. But so they have Dave Presser, Shut Up and Draw. That'd be 77 gems. This one is Brian M. Veros, and this one is freaking awesome. The Cat Trooper. It does have the Dcon logo. I believe it's on the helmet stamped somewhere, and it has a little LA Dodgers helmet. Super cool, actually really amazing artwork. If I can find the physical at DesignerCon, I will be getting this. This will be for 45 gems. And then this is the original artwork that this is based off of. I think this is a Dcon exclusive, and this will be for 45 gems and a little bit more rare as well. So they have the black and white and the colored 666 editions, 1266. And actually the cat one has 666 and 1266 as well, so it's a blind box. You also have these little bunnies. Bunnies is a big thing in the VEVE app. Jim Malford, I freaking love this Pop Life. This is super up my alley. So if I can get a physical and the digital edition, I will. This is for 50 gems. Jermaine Rogers. This is a creepy, there's like this whole creepy thing that goes along with this. Creepy Enduro. Not for me, but really interesting. And then they have X Large, which is one of the original like kind of streetwear brands. You think Supreme X Large was even before that. Even talks about it here back in 1991. So read a little bit more detail. Pretty low mint edition. It's a blind box. I would like one of each of these, and they're somewhat affordable. 50 gems, kind of expensive, but actually they're not a blind box. You can buy them individually, I think, but they're 50 gems each. No, they are blind box. I take that back again. And then the last day, again, another 6 drops. So there's a lot each day. Lots going on. We'll just quickly go through these. Really amazing artwork. Tara McPherson, also coming as a blind box, again at 45 gems. Camila Rose Garcia. This one is, I thought was really fantastic. This is one of the more expensive ones at 99 gems. And this will hopefully be in physical too of Artura. I think she actually is one of the few, this is the first South American or Latina or Latinx artists on the VEVE app, I believe. So very, very cool. This is a rare edition. And then you have Lincoln Design Co. that designs skateboards. These are all super rare. These are the first skateboards, the first officially licensed skateboards on the app. And they're pretty limited edition. The most rare one is 250, which is very, very rare. That is secret rare. And secret rare, there's a couple of comics that are that limited edition. There's the Powers of X, which my girlfriend randomly got the secret rare for that. So super limited edition, and that I'm sure will go for some. If you're able to get secret rare, the commons, I think you might have some of these commons. You might have troubles for if you want to flip them, but they are cool additions. And then you have Monkey King Cross Luke Chu. I do not know much about that. Mr. Cartoon, Mighty Jax. Mighty Jax is probably the biggest one. I think this is the headliner for me. This is the Eve. This is the actual poly figurine for 200 bucks. And they have the black and white here. This is a colored version. And this one will be for 90 gems. So they range anywhere from like 15, I think, for a couple blind boxes, and the 99 is the most expensive. So this only has 888 editions. Very reminiscent of, there's one called Dragon Girl that goes for quite a bit on the VEVE app currently. But anyways, I just want to tell you guys about that. Just super quick video. Let me know down below if you want me to check out anything. I'm going to be, of course, visiting the VEVE booth. Mondo, oh my gosh. So I'm going to pull up Mondo for you guys because I want to visit Mondo definitely. Mondo, they do a lot of like collectible statues, vinyls. You can see this is Blade Runner. I believe this is original LP vinyl. They have some really, I mean, just really anything they do. The ones that I really liked were, they had a really wonderful Castlevania vinyl, which was fantastic. I actually wasn't able to get it. And then 2 Comic-Cons ago, they had some really amazing posters, and I completely missed them. I didn't get in line quick enough because I was with some friends and I didn't really know how to do the whole collectible thing. So hopefully the opening night, I'll be able to get early in line and see what they have and see what VEVE has, and it should be super, super cool. So if you want me to check out anything that you're interested, I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures and video, in addition to hopefully talking to some different YouTubers, maybe talking to the VEVE, you know, I don't think the founders will be there, Dan won't be there, but they do have a lot of different community members. I think the main community manager, he is based out of LA, so hopefully I will get to see him. Anyways, this is my first video back in a long time. I stopped because I switched jobs and then COVID and everything, so really excited to be back. This is awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much. Remember to follow me on the 3Ts and IG, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. I have some new stuff coming out. I'm gonna be redoing my website. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I've been working on in the background, and I'm excited to show with you. And then yeah, just look out for more stuff like this. Of course, I'll be talking video games, collectibles, and more about like the VEVE ecosphere. It's super interesting. Of course, crypto is in what's called a major bull trend, so everything's going up in price at some point. I think it will come down as cooler heads prevail and the hype dies off a little bit, and then it will start a cycle again. But that will be really interesting to see. VEVE is its own little ecosystem, and it's being opened up, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when it is opened up and what NFTs are allowed to be opened up, I should say, as it migrates to what's called Immutable X, so more people have access to it and it's not just locked into a phone app or a web app. So very cool and exciting. Again, let me know what you'd like to see down below, just from me in general. So I hope you had a wonderful day. Remember, be yourself and eat a cookie. Bye.